from Tampa.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Time I was dying and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jones, first carry for the USC man. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second and 8. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 15 yards on the play. First down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Throwing on first down is Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play.
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Brady's pass.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. I'll give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Operating from the gun. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. They'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
The ball carrier.
Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete.
Ryan's pass.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They run. It's Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Buccaneers 30-yard line.
2nd and 5. Now Gurley. About 3 yards there to the 27.
On the carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On first and goal, Gurley. And we'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he gets in. Touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Who able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
For Atlanta.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Brady is going to let this go for the end zone. And hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Number 13, Mike Evans.
Tampa Bay. 46 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kazin.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
On second down, Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Brady now on first down. Pressure brought in. get there for the sack. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go.